Opening jewel has finally been found here, and we will have a 5-on-4 scenario. Amanek, though, mid-control. Chris J snatches it away towards B, and he's presumably got a second kill as well. But Hunter, the preemptive shot there on the drop down, and Carrigan will keep the man advantage. It's up to Kenny Esto. He'll be joined by Hunter, and they've won plenty of these sort of rounds together. Now it's just down to the sniper himself. He'll be looking towards elevators and edging his way towards construction, but Rob's got a prime position, should be able to take him down, which he will. They're going to be using that spot a lot by the looks of things.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's hard to see that head there, and maybe something that a lot of teams wouldn't be aware of. We weren't aware of it until coming in today. So it's always a day in the office. You learn a lot with Counter-Strike.
It is so satisfying, isn't it, in that sense? Robs to hold B, if I'm not mistaken. It's Robs and WOXIC. They're bounding in, and already the shots are starting to hit. My God! The artillery! They all connect, and it leaves all Kenny and Nexa with only 8 seconds. The bomb is loose, the round is lost, and he's just going to try and get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, that's something that they can adjust on immediately here. If you... Oh, Nexa, after the time, it's not going to be that much of a problem. We know that the money is built up beautifully on that side of things with the 7-2 scoreline now, but MOUSESPORTS, they're finally starting to wake up. Now, if we want to actually talk about that tactical approach right there from Mouse, that's fantastic. But if I'm G2 now, and I know that they're playing that retake setup and they're holding on to their nades...
Swing out.
No, nothing to stop it. On the fly, nade does dunk him down to 45. Lovely stuff from Carrigan, but it's not a kill. And this retake now with all of those sets of utility, I imagine we get the full wall. 2 smokes.
Have to. Yeah, it's the only way at this point. With the 5-on-5 retake, you have to do the wall.
Especially with 2 AWPs for the retake. Oh God, they need to get these smokes down. Somebody needs to lock them out, otherwise it's, yeah, Nexa. Hunter finds 2, puts their heads in a vice. A lovely angle found by WOXIC, but it's all too little, too late. They have to preserve the AWPs.
And rate, I hold here on default some team middle, but getting that angle there, they're not going to be able to pre-fire you. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you know I would immediately see someone and tap S as well. Just immediately, whoop.
So we're looking for MOUSESPORTS success. So we want this game to be competitive. It normally is always such an excellent series, but quite lukewarm right now. But Carrigan, he'll pull a kill back. That's actually pretty influential, but it's all a ruse. You can see them getting set up towards B, going for that split of construction. But WOXIC, he's in a pretty good spot here. Should be able to take a kill, no problem whatsoever, which he certainly will. Flashbang over towards the top of middle as well, trying to deny access towards the elevators. A swing comes through, but it's too late, and Frozen takes care of it.
That's a perfect crossfire, and this angle on elevator is usually enough. It's actually Robs connecting onto Kenny on B before Nexa falls.
Now, the reason for you, like, I get it, he's trying to save money, but this is getting out of hand now. And when you're losing, give him a rifle. Surely. Either way, they know their game plan a lot better than I do. Maybe there's some method behind the madness. We are going to see Nexa quickly up towards that A round. They've got full control. They haven't been contested there at all, so not going to be pushed back unless WOXIC wants to get flashed through. Nexa certainly does. Wow, he's actually up towards the A side. They've got no idea. Communication a little bit frantic at this point, but Frozen pulling some kills back here. He needs a second one here to make them feel comfortable, but a Molotov will do anything but. They are going to have to fall back here, and this is another retake scenario. They've got the smokes, and what kind of play are they going to make?
Oh, Kenny's back on the sandbags, deciding better of it. He'll play the passive line. He's got a lot of punishing frags from this angle before. For now, though, they're closing the gaps. Look how fast Carrigan's got back onto the site. Any utility? Yeah, a whole lot of smokes. This is looking better from Mouse already. Closing the gap. They want to use perhaps Christian as a sacrificial lamb. He's defusing, and the spray, it does connect. Carrigan gets knocked off it. Another drops in. Rob's keeping him safe. Hunter's got to get him off, and he does. One last body there. It's Frozen, and he does have enough time. My God, a massacre all over the construction site. HR, they've got a nightmare on their hands, but MOUSESPORTS fine 4.
Be whittled down. Not a full buy from GT. Look at the lack of grenades here. They're going for a fast play, couple of flashes to try and steal around away at this point and reset the money if possible. It's going to be a set piece. Just a bit of fun. See what's going on here. But Carrigan more than ready for it. Starting to wake up now. Frozen defends valiantly as he looks for his second kill, but that's going to enable a bomb plant now.
Yeah, this is actually not looking too bad. Now Jax has got himself an AK. WOXIC will be forced off the line. Double AWPs again. Does make things difficult once that bomb goes down. Don't have to contest. Nexa feels like he's forced into these fights, though he's desperately trying to find some cover. Sat in the open, the Flames his only guys. And that will be the end of him. All onto Jax, half health, and 3 players hunting him down. Cops the flash, lives to tell the tale. 2 more now, both AWPs. It's down to Chris J, really, who's flanking through short. This is the end. Oh, not! He gets the first. Now the AWPs are closing in. He's got 2. And WOXIC, I don't think he has time.
He's got it.
Yeah.
It was close, but he's got it. Jax had a very, very good attempt right there.
The compound.
The compound.
The compound.
Dad Chad.
It's a weird world out there, and we're apparently in the center of it. We are going to have Hunter, though, boosted up behind this smoke, looking for that first pick, trying to nail the dismount. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for that one. Not quite silent, and Carrigan, he'll be taking the kill through the smoke there. Takes a lot of damage, kind of 7 HP himself. Don't nade yourself, Carrigan. Make sure that, yeah, I think it's better. Just don't bother.
Look at this, look at that! Hunter just finds the timing. He's such a weasel. He's 16 and 5. Nice work from Frozen. The same can be said for his frag there, and he wants more with a nade in their hand. Frozen, oh, he's doing it all. Triple kill, hunting for Nexa. He wants this round over and done with, but maybe Nexa has something to say. WOXIC will silence him, and that's going to be 6.
Second kill connects, Alex. I dare say he would have pulled off something quite special there.
Amazing how perfect that smoke is, really. You wouldn't think something like that would exist in the game by chance. I wonder if Valve were kind enough to give us that one.
Yeah.
It is so difficult, or at least it has been in previous iterations of the map, for the CTs to defend here without dumping a truckload utility. And they made noise again, so will they get spammed onto the smoke this time? Carrigan, he'll find the opening once more, traded again, but this time Frozen standing and delivering 2 big frags.
Yeah, they stick the landing on that one. CTs with the upper hand, 3 versus 2. Vox with the AWP will rotate from elevators, looking to shut down the quick approach from short. He's got himself 2 flashes in the AWP in hand and looking to get a quick kill. I dare say he's got this one. Looks very good for him, and he'll nail it. Bomb goes down. Final round here. Next up has to go clutch.
I don't see a world where Nexa can get past these 2 orb lines. And, well, maybe Rops has given him 1. A chance perhaps for the second. Flashes enable him to cross, but don't forget he doesn't have the bomb. And another fight. Oh, Chris J.
1 minute 20 remaining, but each to their own. They are going to be walking in and presumably getting this first kill. Miss spray from Nexa, but it will be converted by the HE, I'd imagine. Doesn't quite connect for Carrigan.
They saw all the nades as well get rallied on through towards that sandbag position. So probably reported there's a few members over towards that side of the map right here. They're investigating for any pushes. You can see just how worried they are about the A push, the mid push. Oh. This is the way that I thought the map was going to have to play out eventually anyway. We know with the 2 layers how you can hear a lot of the steps, obviously above and below. This is going to be an epic duel here in middle. It's the same as last round from G2. They pushed, and Rops is getting the better of them this time round.
Well handled. Will they expect this? Look at the flank, Chris. Yeah! Oh, he's trying to survive. He does manage to get back down the ladder. Bit of an awkward one in middle. Jack's trying to deal with 2 different positions at the same time.
He's doing a great job, though. The fact he's still alive and upgraded to the M4 as well. He hasn't panicked too much, but still a 5 versus 3 in the B bomb side. I assume is open once again, and it should be MOUSESPORTS here with a comfortable closeout of this round. They've got 3 smokes, Molotovs available, and in a 5-on-3, it should be nigh on impossible to even get close to this bomb.
10 hot potato. Past the parcel. Eventually, bomb does go down.
It looks to me like Mouse have redone their theory on this map, or at least they've had a big conversation about how they want to approach it. Because there are certain mid-rounds here where they are staying very organized, whereas in the past, I think they might bloodlust and just run on in and go down. You know, we talk about this team and smoke gimmicks. Well, on the T side so far, it hasn't been about that type of play. We're only, of course, a couple of rounds in. But just there, it was a clear approach, and they were happy once they had the information to dawdle around, go somewhere else, find another fight, drop on back.
The stopping the CTs pushing middle for info on the B contact was really nice. Coming back to B after the frags in middle. Down Q comes in, Kenny unloads a clip at the different plant. That Molotov may not work out. It's not going to quite get caught in a safe plant. Now they push into the crosshair, and Rops was ready. 1 for 1.
Is that going to be enough, though? There's now only 1 flashbang remaining on the MOUSESPORTS side. We've got a smoke here for G2 as well. They start their retake here. WOXIC holding the off angle here, dangling off the edge of the building, hoping he won't be checked. And in all this chaos, it might be overlooked. Time will tell, but it is quite a common position. Jack's edging his way forward, and he does check it, and it's a double kill for G2 here. They're going to have a 4-on-2 scenario. Remember, no grenades for MOUSESPORTS. Need to fight 2 for Nail. It's working out, and Frozen, he might have actually done enough here. The defuse has to come in. They've only got kid on Jax. Oh, he's floundering. They've actually lost the round. It's all falling apart here. There will be no defuse, and MOUSESPORTS will find their second of this half.
Skip the first 7 rounds. It's been quite the performance from Mouse. Happy to see that them Vertigo has definitely evolved. Now Molotoving off the top position, full mid control gained, a flash towards the CT spawn, and Amanex off angle could have paid off. Tags Chris down low and can't be finished off by Nexa. Oh, well played. Chris keeps himself safe and takes 2 in the process.
Yeah, one of the few players using the MP7 these days. He always makes it look good. Money farmed, and presumably round 1. Hunter and Jackstone still the M4, and there's a huge gap in that smoke. Actually gives him a bit of a runway here. Jax will find 1. Back to a 2-on-2, and there is a kit available as well, so bear that in mind. They are going to go for this. Hunter looking for the 1 dig, and it's a great position from Frozen, and he'll get a lovely shot to follow it up. Molotov should shut this round down. We're going to tie things up. It goes 10-10. G2. I'll be interested to see what Hunter will go for. He's got the silenced M4 as well. Bear that in mind. It'll be difficult to work out exactly where he is, but this can be pre-fired. A lot of T teams will walk up if they're coming here late. I don't know if this is going to work out.
He gets put on the box. Chris J sits Hunter down for a conversation, and it's an awkward one. Hunter forced to watch now, 5 versus 4. MOUSESPORTS looking for the equalizing 11th. They've got so many smokes still. They're starting to bombard the site. Kenny, he's staying around. He's actually got a bit of a gap here. Oh, he can really exploit that. Does he want to stick around? It looks like he's trying to get out of dodge instead.
Oh, they're running away. They're going to hear this.
Isn't that audible?
Yeah, very
so
audible. Oh, they're scrambling. Everyone's scrambling right now.
It's wide open. Carrigan's made the right call. It's a wide open site. He's just walking in first. He's telling them he's with such conviction. Follow me, lads. It's going to be clear. Through mid, Rops catches the rotate. There's a second chance as well. Jax, catching him on the scroll wheel, but still, he goes down. Kenny on the retakes hits some brilliant shots. Another in the open on the jiggle. He hits through the box. And now all on to Amanek, softened up by Kenny. This could be the 1 versus 2. Looking good. Sees his backpack. WOXIC being so cheeky. He's running out of bullets. 6, and it's not enough.
How WOXIC gets away with that, I'll never know. 31 HP.
Oh, you're getting inquisitive.
He's interested. Okay, now that's a little dodgy. Here they come. A wave of CTs, and they will get themselves an AK, but that's pretty much all. They'll rotate back through middle, and I think that's MOUSESPORTS' cue to start charging into the A site. They have taken a lot of space already. Carrigan holding the line before the smokes do bloom. Now they're up. He can plant. Perfect.
Yeah, should be no danger of losing this round, that's for sure, but maybe they can steal away a couple of AK-47s. They've already managed to find 1. That was from Rops towards middle with the mid-stack coming in. Carrigan gets himself close toward the CD sniper deck here. Flashbang to go in. Maybe he'll swing. I think he will.
Ooh. Thought they'd have a bit more aggression there. It felt like they were setting something up. Maybe they'd had a conversation about that one. Carrigan doesn't want to give the AK-47 away, and that's actually the smarter play in this kind of a round.
Definitely, but it's not the most fun.
Hey, Green, did you play any Minecraft last night?
No, I didn't. We got back very late, didn't we? So I sadly didn't. I really wanted to get some more netherite gear, to be honest.
Yeah. You just go straight to bed like a good boy? This is where the nade comes in. You ready? HE?
If only.
Jax is on his own right now.
Oh, and he had their headshot. You could see the cool shades of cool guy Carrigan. Manages to pick up that first frag, boosting up as well. This could catch Kenny S off, and it does. MOUSESPORTS, they're doing all the moves to find 2 opening frags here on middle.
What's their final play, though? Still possible for Nexter to get a couple here and peel off. He'll get the first, looking for that second now. He gets Carrigan, they're right back into the round, but it's a huge kill for the in-game leader to find, and WOXIC, he's looking off the choke points here. Hunter, he's actually going to save already.
The barrel got spotted there, so WOXIC knows something's up. He's definitely heard the drop of the weapon, but they don't know that the round is guaranteed. The save is already coming through, and that's important to get the AWP back over into the hands of Kenny. The money, or the loss bonus, sorry, for G2 will only be 1,400. Should still be able to get a buy going if they hold on to these weapons. Not too many dramas. Guys, do you find out, like, I'm finding now during this whole quarantine situation.
Dolphin quite the off angle, just standing on top of the, what do we call them? Pallets? Closest?
That's probably...
Plasterboard?
Yeah.
Plasterboard. Wow, great patience from Amanek. Made sure he had the clear shot and will connect, and so will Jax. Perfect. You talk about having the AK and enabling players to play like that, Henry.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It means you can take more combative positions, knowing that the one-taps could come through eventually, and it looks like G2 have done enough here. 15-13, 5-on-2. Amanek looks confident towards the B side of the map. Decent smokes here from MOUSESPORTS, but Jax looking to close things out.
Here comes Carrigan. He's got the 1. But that's the bomb loose. There's plenty of time for Chris J to work, but there's not enough space. Hunter takes it from them, and G2 convert their map pick. Pushed by MOUSESPORTS, a 7-0 start. We finish. We're going to be seeing a fast smoke towards Connector Inner.
Goes all the way in towards connector inside and robs with a beautiful shot. That's Kenny S going down. A bit of aggression there towards Ivy. Smoke is down and Amanek to defend.
One, and maybe two. It's actually going to be Hunter.
He's out.
Chipping away on one of them, but Rops will claw it back with a sensational second. This is why they give him the P250. 4 kills. Rops has won this round on his own. That's beautiful. Frozen, he gets given a P250 as well. They give their stars of the show exactly.
Hello.
Frozen is, and he wants to have a little gallery. Does tap away at the first, but a couple of dinks are going to get him a bit more of a passive stance. Teammates coming to back him up as well. So he's managed to buy enough time to stop that CT barrage. Oh, they want to run boost through it. Yeah!
Well, they're not getting it. Doesn't
Let's
really
go.
matter.
Let's try again. Here we go. Catapult, Trebuchet, and yeah, Jax was the projectile. He is met by Frozen, just using that P250. Dropped his AK if he was going to go down. I wonder if it's within a retrievable range.
I think Chris got it. I think they swapped weapons right there, because you can see Chris, he doesn't have a pistol, and he was rocking that P250 before. Because I've been reading this Lonely Planet book a little bit more, and I was looking at the wildlife that's over there in Brazil. And did you know that they have a poison dart frog? MOUSESPORTS round on the board. Amanek about to be flushed out. Spammed on through. Molotov as well. And there's the kill. Frozen will claim that one. And that's the start we're looking for here. So far in terms of the opening duels, MOUSESPORTS are winning 3-2. Multi-kills in their favor, 5-2 as well here.
Oof. Gave it a good go, but Carrigan bests Kenny.
It doesn't look good for Hunter either. He is getting roasted at the bottom of the train here to be Carrigan to take him down. Bit of a master on this particular map. As we'll see, just Jax remain. No damage inflicted to 4 of the MOUSESPORTS players as they get the bomb down as well. Jax will be lucky to get a kill as it seems like they found him. And it'll be Chris Shea to put him a bed there.
Setup is so strong. Because they're in main, Amanek can play green train for Ivy. And if they come down pop, you've got Hunter in main with a real tight line for anyone that leaves Pop Dog. This is a good setup. I love it from G2, and I struggle to see how they break through. This was his chance, and just like that, now they're exposed. Hunter has to hold the line. Jack's still responsible for main. Nobody's coming.
Can you see the barrel of main entrance there? It looked like he could.
Oh, they're heading in. Frozen could go backtracks here. Good catch. Hunter reveals he's sitting in main. They still haven't committed. There's nades all over the place. Frozen taps away. Nexa will shut him down. 3v3. Looks like Inna's going to be the port of call. Can he smoke may not hold them at bay, and he re-peeks straight into WOXIC.
Oh, it's so good for WOXIC there. He sees the smoke coming through. He knows he's got a window to get in position and take down Kenny S. 3 versus 2, but G2 probably need to go for this one. They've got the kits, smokes, incendiaries, flashbangs as well, but a man disadvantage. Next, they're looking to change that. Does get the ding towards Chris Jacob, followed up with the HE. That's going to take him down. Now they've got a chance. They can still smoke the bomb. They have to go for this one. They need this round. Best chance they've had, and it might have been shut down already. Rops will continue with his success here on train. The incendiary does nothing for them. Voxer was already at the ladder. Nexa knows his days are numbered here. He won't even get the shot in, and MOUSESPORTS 6-0 now on the T side of train.
That MOUSESPORTS are throwing in their direction.
Oh, that's a fantastic opening frag. Amanek been having a bit of a nightmare holding down this Ivy position with the AWP. First Frozen, now it's WOXIC.
So that's going to funnel them towards inside. They have the man advantage with one quick flash, and in they go. Kenny S is not there to defend it, and he will swing forward and get a kill. That's towards Rox, but a fantastic shot there from Carrigan. Does get them back in the round. Substantial damage towards Kenny as well. Good smoke from Carrigan. Allows him to get as close as he likes now towards Connector. Frozen, I'm pretty sure he secures the round on this flank. It looks too good. And they're saving.
Wow, Frozen's position is so perfect. Going back, tracks though, does look like 2 of them should get away with their rifle. Is there anything for Frozen to find? Doesn't look that way. Instead, Jack's patrolling. He's going to be able to catch at least 1, perhaps a second. WOXIC catching a lot of damage. That's going to keep them on their toes. They are still lingering to try and catch a couple on the way out. Chipple and whittle away at the economics. But Frozen's going to find them. Anticipating the second, Kenny gets out of dodge, and he does get caught. Frozen.
And that's exactly what they need, because they're 9-2 down on the CT side. And Train really hasn't looked too good for them. Kenny S loses the AWP straight away, just trying to challenge there with the flash out, the smoke, trying to get a bit of information with the pixel peek, but overstepped the mark, and he loses the sniper. Rops, he's got a couple of kills there, but looks at things.
You know he's not going to go down. He's just going to stand there and hold the line. Baiting him with the step, and it did work out. And actually, Nexa's rifle is there as well. WOXIC's taken down Hamannek. He's holding them at arm's reach, and Karrigan descending straight into Jax. He wasn't expecting that.
WOXIC with 3, holding from the vending machines here. And Hunter, well, he doesn't really fancy that one. Understandably so. It's going to be 10 rounds here for MOUSESPORTS as they look to take us to a third. It's looking like a bit of a lock-in at this stage. G2 just haven't been able to get going here. They were 7-0 down to kick things off, then posted their first round at number 8. Number 10 was theirs as well, but that's all they found, and all 5 players are dropped. It wasn't a full investment, so they still have a buy here for number 13, but still, things not looking much better. There's WOXIC after killing Kenny S. Ivy.
How this one continues to play out. To contest. Oh, Hamannek had a good chance there, but Chris J, very quick, stops the denial of the plant, so now advantage MOUSESPORTS extended.
Well, WOXIC, he looks to guarantee things here. No kits available. Kenny S with no armor. They have a single smoke, Hunter with no head. And that should be all she wrote. As we see Kenny S, 20 HP, now 0. I think this map's done, Shad, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'd be a bit too deep. Doesn't quite catch him as he will be able to jump back across, confirming Karrigan's position on the E-box. They're not in any rush here, but 38 on the clock. Looks like Main and Pop will have to be the hit. Another flash, not quite over the top, but shouldn't be the end of the world.
Well, here we go then. G2 will be receiving their first casualty in the form of Hunter. Shot starting to land now, but Karrigan will also be tagged to 50, but he's actually got the advantage here. How has Jax run in? And it looks like this could actually fall apart now. There's no bomb being planted. 15 seconds. It's going to be really messy.
He can, and he does. Huge. They have to close the gap, but from behind, WOXIC will get his second.
Knowing that they were all in his line of sight as soon as he rounded that connector position. And, well, here goes Jax. This should be a quick one. I don't think we'll have too many Deagle heroics this time rounds.
You'd assume so. Chance now for Karrigan. More for him to strike, but also WOXIC's too interested in finding the frags for himself. Kenny's not quite going to go down on his retreat. WOXIC missing his shot. Karrigan will not, though. I've just heard that Rops's PC
can do with the number disadvantage.
WOXIC, he's got a boatload of aggression in his veins, but he has been caught out. Hunter's way further ahead than he anticipated. Frozen on Heaven's done a fantastic job. He nearly got a third. Jax keeps him under wraps. Now a 2v2 Hamannek. Surely going to meet Karrigan here, and he does. Jax ready for the trade, but the jiggle's good. Spray 2. Puts it all onto one man to fend off the third map. It's Nexa.
Chris J seems to have his number here. As soon as he peaks, he'll be taken down, but that's if. And it will be Chris J to close things out there. Beautiful shot from himself, and MOUSESPORTS have bounced back from their deficit on Vertigo. Their pick lands in their favor. It'll be 16-5, an excellent performance, and it sets the scene beautifully for Dust 2. We'll break this one down after this break.
The smoke blooming actually does make things difficult, but not for Chris J, who does take one of the B defenders down. That's going to force Kenny to spring to life as they look to regroup for a B take.
Oh, they just thought about pushing longer. There's two.
Oh, dear.
What?
We're in.
Well, takes one single frag when you can frag like that. Frozen tagged on the doors.
Oh!
Kenny's already tagged up a couple. That's WOXIC and Frozen now with Kenny S bullets signed and delivered.
They have nades for this retake. They could go for it if they'd like here. Nexa being the only individual surviving in the previous might make them think otherwise, but they're clearing their coast corners. There's nobody home. Molotov, HE, bunch of flashes. This is possible.
Do some nades at least, yeah. Back plat, no longer going to be something to worry about. Chris on Bruix, they are so low. Jax, oh, if he had won that duel, but by Rops hitting that shot cleanly, that might be the safe call. It is, they're backing away. And WOXIC, he's taking shots with such low health, he can afford to take the risk. Kenny's just trying to keep his hold of his orb. That's MOUSESPORTS first.
27 rounds played is 31 for 14. He is absolutely destroying right now.
How's he done that?
I don't know. I might have to go back and watch that game.
Well, here comes the mid-push now from G2. Looking to answer back with the pistols themselves, and it's getting overwhelming for WOXIC here. Rob's be there to back him up, but they can get another kill. Kenny S chimes in with the orb. The bomb's gone down, boys. That's towards short. They've got 2 snipers now on the CT side. A minute to play with, and there's no utility for MOUSESPORTS. This is a pretty equal situation with the orbs out here. Kenny S looks towards the bomb side. They've got a single Molotov to try and recover this one.
It's a role reversal. Kenny's on short, Karrigan's on A, and he's the one strafing into the short angle. I am So thrown through with this one. Carrigan's down, tagged by the AWP. They're hunting him down. Jax with a P2K. He just wants one more bullet, and he's trying to find it. Does so.
Dear.
Bomb loose in middle will be finally found by Frozen, but they've got 30 seconds. Amanek's the one locking the mid doors. And they opt for tons, but this is all audible. He can hear this. He can build the picture for the rotate of his squad. Jax and Kenny on AWPs. Not ideal. They're going to want to stop this in its tracks, and Amanek's greed does get the better of him.
Oh, this kill, though, that comes in. They win the round. Kenny S had to go for it, but Jax hits a miracle shot. They're back in the round now. 1 versus 1. C4 on the ground. Robs has to cross and plant it, but he's going for the high IQ play here, and it works out. He knew that Jax would be encroaching towards the bomb site once he saw the cross.
Not far off from opening that one up, but Jax comfortable in the corner and supported by Kenny. Tries to jump across. WOXIC's got Jax locked in. He loves his flash setups. He's pushing on this. Catches Jax and gets the shot. WOXIC stunning. Unfortunately for him, though, his teammates baits the corner. If he gets this one as well. These moves from WOXIC are blowing me away. He could take this. A flash now for the cross. Nexa can't contest. He's so hungry for it. Nexa playing passive. Where's the other? It's on Amanek. He's coming short. The Molotov will keep him at bay. I love this from WOXIC.
Yeah, that's one of the sickest little sequences we've seen all day. We are going to have him making his way towards CD spawn. He's going to be surrounded. And Nexa will find him in the end, but a remarkable display of skill there from the Turkish sniper, stepping up and showing us what he's made of. We will have WOXIC posting 3. The first kill was cool with a flashbang toward the pit. Jax did well to do some damage, but this one was the showstopper. This one blew our minds. Look at him go there. Jesus. Face crack.
Highest effective DPI.
Goal line, I feel like the game, it feels closer than what's being reflected right here. AWP's back out for WOXIC. No smoke this time. He's going to take down Kenny. That's a heads-up duel right there. And back across the door, he tags Hunter.
He's got the Nova shotgun. Probably won't be challenging with that once again. Wants to try and grab the AWP if possible, which he will. Best weapon for him, considering he's been tagged here. But Rob seems to have the information that he could be low. He'll be sneaking out. He's definitely killed Hunter. Takes him a while, but he gets there in the end. And Carrigan, well, he'll be dropped as well. Looking to answer back. Amanek, the perfect flash, but it catches him slightly as well. It is going to be man advantage still for MOUSESPORTS as the rotations come through. Next set towards spawn. He'll actually be going through this. Does he catch him with the window? Not quite. So close. He'll have Jax in tow here, but Frozen patrolling towards middle. Spotted. And presumably gets this kill. He's got the advantage of the weaponry, but it all comes down to the aim. Next up will be dropped momentarily, not before he gets a quick kill. He can actually defuse. If he gets pushed A here, there might have been a chance he gets to defuse him with the back. Pushing towards upper B, though. Robs take a bullet to the face. Next, should be trying to convert that. He does manage to get a bullet off, but it's not quite enough. He'll have to fall back now as Carrigan starts to find the headshots required. It's going to be 4 players versus 2. Nexa and Hunter with just the default weaponry.
Hunter's been quiet, hasn't he? I guess he hasn't had to do a lot. Kenny's been doing it all.
Yeah, true.
With that one good round from Nexa on the A bomb site with the MP9 in hand. He's going to go down any second, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Shell finished off with the Galil, and here we go, the final round of the first.
Get themselves towards the A bomb site. So the smoke was actually down towards middle. And going to go for the A approach. Frozen. That's going to do about 1,000 damage.
There's his utility damage stat inflated, and they're on top of his head. WOXIC, the stepping stone for the descent, doesn't go too far with just the Glocks. We were really on top of him. One, and then another one.
Shouldn't I be in spawn right now?
Yeah.
What?
This angle looks different. What?
2 Molotovs in play, 2 smokes. We already saw what G2 could do when they had that type of utility in the top of the A bomb site. Ooh. Worried about Cat. That Molotov could have been used somewhere a little bit better. And now the hit, well, it's going to come in any second.
Good smoke. Let's them play around it, but a gap in theirs. There's a second to come.
So the AKF Frozen, the flashbang from WOXIC. Carrigan has been set up for the big spray down here, but he catches the flash himself. He's got that first kill on Hunter. There's 10 seconds remaining. It's going to be down to Nexa to try and get the plant down. I don't think he's got a chance here. Carrigan's done so well, and he manages to get all the kills required. 4 in total, and MOUSESPORTS to try and get across, but it's never going to lead them to massive success. If the bomb goes down, that's a bit of a victory in its own right, but you never know. A couple of quick 1-digs. Couple of missed shots, and that's the first. Potentially a couple.
One heroic Deagle shot would have perhaps got that bomb down. Maybe it still can, but no. Carrigan and Frozen far too good. Good taps away from Kenny, chipping away at Carrigan's HP, but he'll recover the AWP. This would be quite the set of kills. Timing doesn't seem to favor him here, though, as he's going to be checking the long. It's WOXIC who should get this. He's actually pushing in and tested, not traded, as he finds a slither gap to exploit Nexa. Kenny now thrust into a 1 versus 3. The bomb is nowhere near him, and he just going to be residing himself to keep hold of that AWP. Chris J's waiting for his exit. He's trapped. Can't go towards A, can't leave long doors. He's going to have to make this his home.
Or them towards long, but have they even got grenades? Like, sure, they'll be able to challenge, but Hunter's got a great flash. He's got a Mac 10, and I think he gets dropped here.
Oh, 2 kills. The USPs, they've struck.
Yeah, I never like these sort of plays when the low buys are out. You can see them starting to flounder somewhat here, trying to get the weapons out of the CT's grasp. Still a 3 versus 4, but a Mac 10 has been recovered for Chris J. Beautiful flash there. And Jax will find the opening towards B. That could win the round. Oh, so good that, though. Chris J with the Mac 10 does pull one back. Frozen 6 HP. Carrigan, he rotates towards B now.
Real awkward round now for G2. I think they've still got it in them. And oh my God, Frozen. He'll take the AWPs to make that 6 HP less of an issue. The bomb is in his hands, and he can find Jax as well. It started with USPs.
At this point, just need to line them up, knock them down, and there's the first kill. WOXIC with the wall bang, but Nexa gets the plant.
That's a big step in the right direction. Frozen's going to try and use that smoke to his advantage, try and nutmeg Nexa here. But,
oh dear, I can feel that was coming. I could see it.
WOXIC shut down Frozen with a shot through the smoke. This could get awkward. Kenny does advance towards the CT position, and Carrigan catching another. MOUSESPORTS, this retake's working out wonderfully. Jax to clutch. Position is good for him. He's trying to find a frag before they get onto the bomb. Very actively taking that duel. Would have liked perhaps a little more passive nature. I guess he knew with 2 left, if one gets on it, the other's going to hold him. Business end of this series. Good flash. Frozen's going to be very passive about tucking in, and WOXIC set up for success. Looks pretty damn good. Looks like we'll have a quick one here. Only Kenny. Can't really do too much. He'll be spotted out by Chris and connects.
Flash over and just hope for the best. There has to be a hell of a flash, and they need to hope WOXIC misses the shot here.
Not something he's been doing much of.
Smoke down, and here comes the flash.
X-ray off, so you can appreciate this a little better. Frozen does manage to pick off Amanek on the site, so very little for WOXIC to worry about. Just that close push. Nexa at least gets the bomb down, but Frozen's not going to last, or let Kenny last much longer. Now Nexa thrust into a 1 versus 5. So many angles of assault. He's got to worry about long, and there is one there too. And now it's Rops to convert. He'll find it, but Frozen, another multi-kill round from him to pull MOUSESPORTS to the equalizer.
Should we start overtime now, or do you guys want to wait until they actually get there?
In towards the mid-double doors, WOXIC to defend, and he has spotted one.
It worked. I mean, it pulls 3 CTs towards mid-doors, and admittedly, Kenny didn't quite manage to find the victory. So now MOUSESPORTS working with a man advantage already. You said it had to be a clean victory to even consider the G2 success story here. Now WOXIC kind of got them on lock and key.
Yeah, even if they lose the round, as long as they get the bomb down, they'll still have a full buy. So that's very specific to winning the round. But yeah, for sure, not looking good on a 5-on-4. 3 smokes, couple of mollies now, and a man disadvantaged. They've lost their danger player as well in the form of Kenny S. So Jax trying to work out where they're positioned.
It's so strange to see one of the biggest strengths of G2 go absolutely missing here. Hunter, when they would ply him into those places like going out fast long to get an opening kill, normally you'd expect him to nail 2. Here today, he's been really kept honest. The mid to B smoke will come out. They're going back towards Catwalk again, Henry. It hasn't looked great.
It hasn't really, and they've at least got the smokes this time, but the problem is, Jab, no flashbangs here, right? So how do you even get the AWP to remove his scope from that area? It's going to be, that's what it's all about, is having those flashes in position, but another good grenade lands. Carrigan caught out of position, but the flashbang is solid. The shot's better though. WOXIC now can look towards long, and that might be enough. 3 versus 2, 10 seconds remaining it is. Yep. There's no way they can get that bomb down.
Yeah, he's just hoping he can get something, but another like that in the, well, potentially last round of this series. No one wants to be the first death. What's Karrigan holding? Is that a single flashbang? Not going to get him far. Here we go. Anti-flash and pre-fire, and Karrigan and WOXIC have locked down long. Kenny, fortunately, does give G2 just a glimmer of hope if he can find WOXIC, but he's not missing anything at the moment. 26 frags and counting. Hunter in quite the off angle. He's dropped down off short. There's two there. Frozen's watching it as well, though, and he should be able to catch it. Yeah, no escape, and MOUSESPORTS will do it cleanly. Dust 2, a full 30 rounds, but MOUSESPORTS, they take the series.